quicker than that because I got to talk at the end of the song. Here we go. Today's Christian country. Hey, you can hear me. That's awesome.
No, you can hear me. That's
yeah, that.
You had a working microphone.
Yeah.
So,
but I'm on the borrowed mic now, so.
So we jury rigged it. We got it. That's good because I've lost count of how many people are actually
1, 2, 3, 4,
stuffed
5,
into our
6,
itty
7,
bitty tiny
8,
little.
9. There's 10
Say
of us.
hi, guys.
Hey!
Hey! If anybody has ever seen the size of this room, there's 10 people total in this room right now.
which is
It's
only
awesome.
a portion of the cast of CYT North Idaho's Schoolhouse Rock, but we have all the other leads, most of the leads in this, right?
Cool.
Yeah, nodding doesn't work on the radio, guys.
Yes.
They're all nodding
All
right now.
6.
But I'm nodding vigorously. That
Vigorously
counts.
nodding.
Vigorously,
Yeah, you can
okay.
almost hear his
So,
hand move. Yeah.
Really quickly, introduce yourselves and tell us the role you play in this show.
You go first.
I'm Laurel Vanderhoof and I play Dina.
I'm Preston Fout and I play Tom.
You go next.
I'm Brianna Gilgy. I play Dori.
I am Autumn Plucker and I play Shulie.
Talk loud.
Hi, I'm Logan Foster, and I play Joe.
I'm David Eldridge, and I play George.
Okay, and so you guys are all... Preston, you are the main character. You are a young school teacher just starting out, correct?
I am.
And who are these people to you?
Well, these people are kind of a representation of Tom's anxieties and all the feelings he's getting on his first day of teaching. And they really just kind of pop out as aspects of his personality that he really needs to strengthen in order to be ready to teach these kids. And this is his job, this is his livelihood. He wants to do a good job. He's fresh out of college and he really needs these people to come out and help him.
So this show uses all of the songs that, I grew up with.
Yes.
Because the songs for Schoolhouse Rock were an after-school special type of thing I was on one of the, they had after-school specials, and during commercial breaks, they'd play these little musical vignettes that were actually educational.
Well, that dates you a little older than me because when I watched them, they were on Saturday mornings, and I know that they had switched at one point from the afternoons to the Saturday morning. And I think they still did them on the after-school specials, but then they added them to the Saturday morning.
Okay, yeah, dig your way out of that hole,
Yeah,
buddy.
I'll remove my foot from my mouth now and let somebody else talk, yeah.
But these are songs that a lot of our listeners might know, and so what are some of your favorite songs from Schoolhouse Rock?
Okay, so Circulation is one of the earliest Schoolhouse Rock songs that I can remember because I listened to them when I was a kid too, and I think that was one of the songs that I knew before I knew how songs existed. It's just in my memory from the beginnings of time, and seeing it come live on stage is definitely my favorite.
Yeah. All right. Who else?
Go ahead.
Basically, there are some great Schoolhouse Rock songs, and we have all of the good, great ones in our show.
The cream of the crop.
Yes, there's some that are not great, and you won't see them in the show because the show is fantastic. We have, people often go, oh, I don't really know Schoolhouse Rock until I go, oh, Conjunction Junction, what's
Okay,
and then
thank you
they
very
get
much
it.
for leading off with that one because that's the one I always sing when somebody says Schoolhouse Rock. What's that?
Yeah, we have Conjunction Junction, I'm Just a Bill, Preamble,
Nouns.
Year 8,
Zero My Hero.
Zero My Hero.
Okay.
We have all of the best songs in this show, and we have so much fun singing them.
So how are you doing this show? Because this Schoolhouse Rock originally came about in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I'm dating myself here. But how are you doing all these songs? How are you guys each portraying different aspects of Preston here, his personality?
Well, every one of us has a personality trait. I'm the goofy one, and I have
Typecasting, huh?
always typecasting for me.
She's one of my kids, I can say that.
Yeah, and so I'm responsible for 3 principal songs: Elbow Room, Noun, and the Preamble. And so those are kind of the songs that I sing to him to be like, hey, remember you're a silly person and you're gonna have fun. And then each of the other characters has their own.
Okay, well then let's
songs.
get say your name so people know who you are, and then what personality type do you have?
So my character is Dina, and she's the mature side of Tom, and my songs are Rufus Xavier's Sarsaparilla, which talks about pronouns, and
That's
Um,
what we
Suffrage.
interjections and
Suffering.
Suffering till suffrage.
Nice.
Yep.
Autumn?
Well, I play Shulie, and she's kind of a sweet, ingenue, nerdy. She loves math. That's her defining trait is that she loves math.
You just made Kris very happy.
I love math.
So I sing Unpack Your Adjectives, Figure 8, which is the 8 multiplication song, and then Inner Planet Janet, which is my personal favorite.
It is so good.
Okay, Logan.
Hello. I play Joe, and he's sort of Tom's laid-back, cool side in everything. I sing Conjunction Junction, Ready or Not, and Mother Necessity.
Nice. So you get the song that everybody knows.
Exactly.
So you gotta make sure you really know that song.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. David.
I'm George, and I play the romantic side of Tom. And
Aw.
Hearing his voice.
I sing 3 is a magic number and 0 my hero with
And verb.
With
Shulie.
Just
And verb. Short up verb.
Yeah. There are a couple songs that are kind of there are a couple group numbers. The opening number, verb, that's what's happening, and then the
Circulation.
end of Act 1, circulation, do the circulation, and then the very last song, Tale of Mr. Morton, are all giant group numbers. We have, I think, over 80, 72 kids in our cast.
You all have minions under you, right?
Oh yes, we
Yeah.
each have our own little group of kids. And then there are little songs where it just kind of, the stage calms down for a second and it's maybe just the girls.
Yeah, like-
we sing
like,
the Great
yeah.
American Melting Pot
Yeah,
together.
the Great American Melting Pot is really, it's like really big
Lolly.
harmony, just really clean, the three of us.
Yeah, and then the guys sing Lolly Lolly Lolly, which is,
Yeah.
get your adverbs here.
Yes.
And then, David and I sing Zero My Hero together. There are a couple
It's a
moments.
very sweet
The show
ballad.
is very big. There are a lot of huge dance numbers, huge singing numbers, and it's really refreshing to have those couple of numbers where we can slow down and it's more intimate and clean and beautiful harmonies and that kind of stuff.
Now, learning all these songs, have they helped you in school at all? Grab the mic, Greg.
So I believe it was 4th and 7th grade, might have been 8th. My history teacher, we were going through, yes, it was 8th grade because I was in American history class. And we were learning about the Constitution, like the government. And my teacher, showed us all the preamble. And then she would take us out in the hallway and we would sing the song for her. And, that was how we got our grade. That was our quiz, was to sing the preamble. So, singing this, just belting out, Hallelujah preamble, praise America is yeah. It's nostalgic for me.
Oh, that's awesome. Any of the rest of
Every time somebody asks, oh, is that a verb, or I'm not even, I don't remember what kind of word this is, I'll start humming oh yeah, that's an adverb, and I did da-da-da, and I'll sing the song, and then adjectives and every other, grammar things. Oh, when I count, when I do multiples
Yes.
of 3, 5,
Yes.
8, 4, anything that I have to count in my job ever, I sing the song in my head, all my life.
Yeah.
I sing.
Nice. So, Schoolhouse Rock basically was educational TV, but it was at least fun.
Oh yeah.
And between that and Mad Libs, I'm sure it's
Yeah.
helped in school.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's a huge message in the show is that learning and teaching needs to be fun. There are a couple lines about it that say, okay, I through these songs I understand now that whenever I'm teaching these kids grammar and math and all this important stuff, it's really crucial that I make it fun and that I make it a game. And I think we really play with that idea in the show.
Well, for the rest of you, what are your favorite moments in the show? I'm going to put you on the spot, but I'm going to move the microphone way up high, because Logan is 6'7". If you've ever gone to Silverwood and seen their stunt show, yeah, you'll notice him. So.
Probably one of my favorite moments is actually just singing Conjunction Junction during that whole number. I don't know, I just love that number, and that's probably one of the only ones that I remember from when I was younger. But I really enjoy performing that one, just bringing it to life. Yeah.
Now, what are you guys going to do if the audience starts singing along?
Oh, sing loud and proud with them.
Encourage them, yeah.
Yeah.
That was so fun.
I didn't hear anybody say that they were singing "I'm Just a Bill." That is my favorite.
That is in the show.
That is
It is in the
yeah.
show.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a
Okay.
giant
It's
tap
a whole
number.
tap number, yeah.
I will be there.
I'm a bill is a tap number?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's awesome.
They're the congressmen arguing.
Oh, wow.
What was that? What was that?
Oh, they're the congressmen arguing, so when they tap, it's like they're fighting, not fighting.
Yeah, like a
but
dance
dueling.
off.
So like
It's like a
they're
dance off.
debating
Dance
in
off to
Congress
pass
about
bills.
this bill.
Nice.
One of my favorite moments is probably Mr. Morton. I know that's like kind of selfish because that's kind of my song, but I really it's the finale, and I really enjoy its moments of just the whole show just culminates in this one song, and the ending I think the ending wraps it up really, really nicely, and I think at the ending is really when Tom realizes he's a teacher and this is his responsibility, and he's known how to be a teacher for a very long time. He just needed a bit of help from himself.
From his multiple personalities.
Yeah.
Well,
I had a question, if anybody knows anything about how this particular performance was put together, because Schoolhouse Rock was just a bunch of little skits, little cartoony skits.
Yeah.
How did do you know how the process was to bring it together into a plot with a storyline and all that? Or you may not. I just was wondering if everybody had that information.
and for that they're pushing Terry forward because Miss Terry
Oh.
is the director.
Hi.
And she's my age, so she probably grew up with these.
I did grow up with these. This was I watched cartoons only so that I could watch the commercial in between the cartoons, which was Schoolhouse Rock.
Yes.
Me
So, yeah, bringing this show was my big idea, and I was more excited than any of the staff. And then as we kind of started thinking about it, then everyone started getting really excited about it. And now we have this group of kids who actually loved it, and I didn't even know they knew what it was, and so they do, and so everyone's having fun. I don't know how they came up with the concept, but I know that it was a Broadway show, actually for a year, and then it kind of went off Broadway and or came out as a touring group. It's basically written for 6 people.
Wow.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
scoot out
So
here.
you're-
From 6 to
Make
60.
room for her.
So it's written for 6 people, the 6 characters that are in this room, but we've cast 72 kids in the show. So yay. It's just, it's organized chaos, I think, through a lot of the show. The big numbers you expect, I think, in a show with kids, this many kids, the big group numbers, the big company numbers are... There's not a ton of movement, there's bodies crossing the stage and kids are cute and they're singing, but the group numbers in this show will wear you out just from watching them. They're high energy, they're fun, there's just people all over the place. It is a really song and dance heavy show. In fact, it really made my job as a director easy because there's a song and then 5 lines about the next song we're going to sing, and then they sing. So the dialogue, I just told these guys, use your instincts as actors, use your, just kind of figure out what your character would do, how would you get from this side of the stage to over there so you can get into the next song. So they've really had an awesome opportunity to kind of block themselves for a lot of it. And I'm just watching for things that, are a little too crowded or whatever, but really... The 6 people in this room are extremely talented young adults, and they're having a lot of fun with the show, really making some good decisions.
In a way, you guys have been put into leadership roles, right? Because I'm sure you're in charge of your own minions.
So we've
We
had,
call them tribes.
yeah,
Tribes.
we've had opportunities to, I have 10 yellow kids, and they've become like my kids. So we'll learn this, we've got our 3 main yellow songs, and we learn a new one, we get the choreography, and then I'll go and help them and work with them. But the cool part of leadership is being able to pass off, and so that they can do it by themselves and they don't need you anymore. And then being able to say, okay, I've got 21 other songs to learn. And so you guys take this and practice it, and you be strong yourselves. And my group is the goofy group, but they ended up all being the really sweet kids who are really calm and quiet and polite. So I get to uplift them and be like, hey guys, we're silly, and you guys are so bold if you just let yourselves be, and then let them do it while I'm off, learning everything else that we're in, because we're in a million things.
Yeah. I don't think any of us have said this, but Bree did just refer to her group as the Yellow Kids, and that's because each of us are represented by a color.
Oh yeah!
Oh, tell us about that.
We're all represented by color. Dori, the goofy one, played by
yellow.
Bree, she's yellow. Dina is red. Shulie, myself, she's purple. George is green, and Joe is blue.
And we all kind of have aspects of our costume that are pulled from Tom's costume. So I have purple suspenders. My whole outfit's purple, but it's based off of these purple suspenders, which Tom wears. And then Dina, he has these giant red glasses. That's what she's based off of. So we each are pulled from literal physical aspects of his costume.
Okay, let me ask you something. Since the music originally came about in the 70s, are they 70s style costumes?
Yes!
Yes,
Oh,
I have giant tie-dye bell bottoms.
Oh my.
Just a whole bunch of fun stuff.
Yeah.
You have to see. They're the loudest costumes that you will see on a stage.
Well, we haven't heard from necessarily everyone, so I'm going to pull up. Oh, yeah, Laura.
There we go.
What?
Do you have anything to say about your group?
Mine are really good about asking a whole lot of questions if they're confused about something, and they're all really good friends. They become good friends. If they didn't know someone, they would make sure they knew them, and we're all comfortable with each other. And if they were confused about something, they would ask me, or if I didn't know, I would direct them to someone else, and then they'd get their answer. And it was just it's a good group in general, having us all together.
Okay, and so we're going to bring David. No hiding.
Get over here, David.
Come on, David. You're not shy, and I know this.
By the way, your outfit is amazing. It's so groovy. It's green.
It is very, very groovy. His is the only outfit I've actually seen photos of on Facebook.
Yeah.
So-
It's actually my dad's. It's from when he went to school.
Seriously.
No, I'm joking.
Tell us about your group.
My group's, I don't know, they're really cool.
They're all
romantic hero.
girls. They're all girls.
Yes, there's one boy, Logan. He's Bree's younger brother,
Yeah.
and he's chill. He's cool. But I don't know. It's almost like a mini family, and I call us everything. We're the Greenlings and the Martians, and
Nice.
we're just a nice big green family. And no, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Tall one in the back, Logan. Tell us about your group.
So I have the blue group, and
You're the cool ones. How do
Yeah.
you do that?
we're all sort of very laid back in how we do it, which is very interesting because I actually found out it's quite a pain to play laid back on a stage without looking just lethargic and half awake.
Yeah.
So trying to balance that, and it's a very fun thing. My group, the kids, I have like 4 kids, insanely focused. And then I have a bunch of kids that will go off and do like dance battles in the corner and stuff. And nobody's not watching. They're all great kids. It's very entertaining to work with them, and it's also great that we've got the balance of 2 of them that actually like know exactly what's happening, to sort of lead all the others. But yeah, it's a very fun experience.
Leadership within leadership. Now, I've got one more question from Marley in the back, because Marley, this time you are not actually on stage. You are stage managing. How do you manage all this chaos?
Well, it's pretty easy this is my first CYT show, full-on CYT show, so it's been a great experience. And having the use of past stage managers such as Bree, or even those who are on crew to help me, and
She asked me questions.
yes, I'm constantly asking questions
They're
and
awesome.
getting advice from them. And having Terry and Amy and Kim just be there to help me throughout this whole process of learning, it's been pretty easy, really. And the kids are great.
So you've managed to control the chaos.
For the most
She actually,
The chaos is coming.
she's done a really good job. When I did it, I had enough background theater experience. I'd never stage managed, but I'd had enough that I guessed my way through it. Because I'd I know props, I know who I
Winging
need
it.
to talk to. But Marley has been asking questions the whole time, so she's been getting real answers. and she's had a more distinct. She's really engaged in this role.
I think my difference between Bree and I is Bree had done crew before.
Yeah.
This is truly my first time crewing, even.
You've always been on stage with me,
Yeah,
so
I've
you're
been on
backstage.
stage for the most part with David and even Kay and Kris.
So yeah,
So-
Marley is David's sister, just so her family understands this.
Now I got just an overview question about the show. We talked that there's 72 kids. Oh my goodness!
On the stage, not
On
counting
stage.
And that doesn't even count everybody working the crew and
Backstage.
backstage and stuff. age. What's the age range in this group of 72 kids, just to give them a perspective of what it is they're going to see on this stage?
Well, we have a
8 to
bunch
18.
of
8 to 18.
8 to 18 is the people who are in CYT, and there's definitely a group of kids, but they're all really like nice kids. None of them are really kind of mean, and we're kind of all. I know some younger kids can be a bit, you know.
They have a lot of energy.
But us 6 are really kind of the oldest.
And then the
in
dance
show right
kids.
now.
There's a dance troupe, and they work really hard. Like, that's kind of all of our other leadership people are all dancing all the time.
But they slept in this morning.
They did sleep in because
We couldn't fit
dancers
them.
deserve it.
There's 15 of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they have their
Maybe
own
3 on a
separate
line.
tribe.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so everyone is 8. To audition you have to be 8, but there are some tiny humans on stage that A, you would not guess them to be 8, and B, once they start like singing and going on stage, you would guess them to be 12 because they're so like present. Unless they're being cute, in which case they nail that too. and then I'm not sure if I'm older or Logan's older, but we are definitely the oldest. This is my graduating show. I'm 18. Logan.
Same?
You're about same.
Yeah.
About a month older.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is your graduating show. Are you going to be around for the next one?
That is still up in the air. So
Okay.
And then yeah, on that line of discussion, what are you guys that are graduating out planning on doing after this big grand finale that you're going to maybe be part of? Yeah. Either one of you.
well, after CYT, I'm probably going to be going back to the Silverwood Stunt Show, so that'll be pretty fun. And then probably college. So,
Nice.
We gonna see another shows in the future?
Maybe.
Please tell me yes.
Yeah.
He's so talented.
Probably.
Okay.
Okay, good.
If you've been to any CYT show in the last how many years?
About a year now.
Year or so
actually.
ago.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's like 4 shows.
Yeah, and you've seen him, so yeah.
How about you, Rick?
In the past few years of like my teenagerdom, I don't know what to call it.
Hold on, that's a new word. I'm writing that one down.
Teenagerdom.
Yeah.
I've really had a chance to grow through theater and through the outdoors. There's an adventure camp in Montana that I've spent a lot of time at, and they've invested in me. They really showed me Christ and relationship and the outdoors and all of the scary, crazy things that I got to do and big responsibilities that I got to do, kind of like theater but in a different way. And this next fall, I hope to go do their gap year program, so I'll be there for 2 semesters and using the outdoors to step into adventure and hopefully meet Christ where I see my weaknesses and get a foundation of who I am. And I think I'll always use or like appreciate the outdoors and musical theater no matter what happens. Like I just see myself doing community theater because that's something I do and it's something I enjoy and it's something that I can just be like, talent, glory to God. And also be challenged because every once in a while I realize, oh, you're actually not the cream of the crop, the tip of the top, the glorious, great, everything.
But that's okay.
But that's okay because then I still have value as a person.
I just pictured her dancing with her arms spread out through a field singing The Sound of Music.
I totally would do that in the wilderness and then rock climb
Yes.
to the top of the next mountain with.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
Say that. You're awesome.
She did
You're
that
all
whole rock
awesome.
climbing.
Yeah.
She's a guild.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, as we get close to the end of time here that we have to talk with you guys, let's talk about so that people can come see the show and are now excited about
Yeah.
seeing all you guys and your amazingness and teenagerdom
When is it?
performing. Yeah.
We.
Somebody got time?
Somebody
today?
answer.
I know what
We open.
Oh, the 24th.
Yes, we open this Friday, and is that the
The 24th.
The
February
Oh,
24th.
it's Tech Week.
February the 24th.
Woohoo! Yay.
We open on Friday, and that weekend we have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We have a matinee on Saturday and night shows, and then we have 4 school day shows on, is it Monday and Tuesday?
It's
Or
Wednesday and Thursday.
Wednesday and Thursday, two for each day, and then that next weekend we also have Friday, 2 shows on Saturday, and then a show on Sunday.
March
And
5th.
you, in March.
March
Those are
5th
in
is the closing night.
March when?
March 5th is the closing.
March 5th. And you can buy your tickets at cynorthidaho.com,
or .org.
CYTNI.org.
CYTNI.org.
Yeah, raffle
And
baskets.
so it goes February 24th through March 5th. And Miss Terry, you had a word you wanted to get in edgewise. Good luck with this crew.
I know.
She has to physically get in edgewise.
Yeah.
Lean forward, Preston.
So one thing that I just wanted to say, and CYT is actually an educational organization. So we offer classes they're 10-week session classes, and if kids are enrolled in a class, then they're allowed to audition for the show. So I think the show's cool and the show is fun and kids like to do it, but there are a good portion of kids who don't want to do a show. They just want to learn about singing, dancing, acting. You're offering a class this time about
Theater of the Mind.
Theater of the mind, about doing radio theater and telling stories with your voice, and we have advanced dance classes, and we have a stomp class going on right now. So really, all of these kids are enrolled in classes, and then they get the opportunity to audition for the show. So once we close up we button up the show on March 5th, then on the 7th they have a showcase at the Croc. It's really kind of fun to come and see what they've learned in their classes. So that will be the evening of March 7th, and we're going to take a teeny tiny break for spring break, and then we're back for auditions and the beginning of classes. March 21st classes start again for our spring session, and our next show is Snow White, which has a special place in your heart, doesn't it, Miss Kay?
Why, yes, the music score is in my office
Yes!
because there's a piano upstairs, and I've been working on it. I'm the music director for Snow
Woo!
White and the
It's
Prince.
going to be so exciting. We have a great artistic team for Snow White, and we have some really fun classes planned. So you can find all of the information for tickets or class registration at cytni.org.
Awesome. And let me ask you, since you all have to be in a class, what class are you in? And one of you is a ringer because you're in my class. But
Well, I am in Kay's Theater of the Mind class, which is just going over how to do radio theater, which is just reader's theater as well. Going over just actually telling a story without so much acting it out, but more in the voice as opposed to just showing people and doing a nice little dance routine. Yes.
David, lean forward.
I'm technically not taking a class this time around. I'm TAing for Stomp.
You're the teacher's assistant for Stomp.
Yes.
How fun is that?
It's been great.
You bang on things.
Absolutely. Who doesn't like to go into class and then just make noise? I think usually you go in and sit down and be quiet so the teacher can bless you with knowledge. But this time around, he's blessing you with knowledge while you're banging on a trash can, or Kris.
Thanks, yeah.
But yeah, it's great to see all these kids and just building up their confidence and their presence, I guess, and helping them not be afraid to be crazy, because that's what Stomp is about.
Yeah.
When you're making noise, you can't just be like hidden in the corner.
Yeah.
No.
Talk about organized chaos. Stomp is organized chaos because it looks
Absolutely.
chaotic, but every single bit of that is planned out and choreographed, and it's a lot of fun to watch. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, Preston.
Oh, okay. Well, I am in swing dance class, and it is a lot of fun. I've never swing danced before. I've been to like a couple dances here and there that were just like public events. But I really wanted to learn just how to dance in general, because I've never really taken anything of that sort. And I am actually dance partners with one of my best friends, McKenna, and it's really fun. We've been taught a whole bunch of different dance moves and like to swing each other and to just, it's a really intense dance to do with a partner, and it's really fun too because it's a lot of just kind of jamming out, and there's a part in our dances where we get to just do our solo as our own dance that we choreographed ourselves, and it's a lot of fun.
That's cool. You know, I've actually heard there are Bible studies based on swing dancing about leading, following,
Oh,
and the
wow.
whole concept of
Yeah.
leading and following, and so just a
Cool.
thought.
Cool.
Miss Autumn.
I am taking Presley Dupuis, who is our musical director for the show. Amazing guy, great
Yes,
musical
he is.
director.
Hard act to follow.
I'm taking his musical improv class. Basically, if you've ever seen like Whose Line Is It Anyways, if you've seen the sketch where they create a musical on their feet and
So
wonder
you're
like
becoming
how
Wayne
can
Brady.
how can you just come up with music on the spot like that? We're basically coming up with musical comedy on our feet.
Awesome.
And it's great. I'm having so much fun. I personally have never thought I was good at improv, but this has showed me that I can actually do something on my feet and still kind of be funny at the same time.
Awesome.
I'm taking an American Sign Language class in theater, so learning how to sign with music and in theater.
With Miss Linnell.
Yes.
Nice.
I am also taking musical improv. It's called Music in the Moment, and we get to look at harmonies and building harmonies with people when you have no idea what the other person's gonna do next.
Is it hard to not laugh?
It gets so, like, harmonies and stuff, usually, like, in this class, have blown me away. I haven't had time to laugh because my jaw's open, and I just go, how did we do that? Presley has this way of, like, everyone, we're just going to walk around the room, and here's these 3 notes. Pick a note and bounce back and forth between any note you want, and it sounds like an angel choir, like a choir of angels, and nobody knows how, because you're just, like, coming up with your own stuff, and it blends, and it's amazing.
I have to say, I didn't realize that American Sign Language was a class in CYT. That is awesome because, you know, I sometimes will catch myself. I will catch myself when I'm watching a performance. Like, we go to Creation Fest every summer, and they always have a group of signers while the songs are playing that will sign the music, and I catch myself watching them more than I'm watching the people on stage. So that is an awesome thing. And of course, I've experienced a little bit of stomp a year ago at Traditions of Christmas, so I really had a good time with that. Did you break the microphone? Boy, our studio's falling apart this morning.
I'm literally holding the microphone.
Oh, boy.
Fell off in my
Right in
hand.
your hands. All right. Well, I guess on that note, we probably better
You can hand it around easier
move
now,
on before the building crumbles around us. Yeah.
Just toss it.
All right.
Here you go, Dina.
Yeah. Did we miss anybody?
Can I just say one more thing?
Oh,
Marley,
Yeah, one more.
Come on
So,
forward.
just a note, if you guys come to the show, we have raffle baskets that are awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And they're all of them, I think, are based off of different songs in the show. So, like, 3 is a magic number, has 3 tickets to different shows. 3 tickets to Aspire Community Theater, 3 tickets to Silverwood, 3
Coeur d'Alene
games,
Summer Theater.
and Coeur d'Alene Summer Theater. And if you come, you have to buy raffle tickets for these baskets.
cool. And these are like fundraiser situation, right?
They help with scholarships and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Nice.
tickets for these raffle baskets are like $1 for 1 ticket, or you can do like a whole arm's length for a certain amount. But
Yes, I seem to remember using Logan's arm for
Yeah.
one of those. I
That is-
walked backstage, said, Logan, I need to borrow you. Brought him out and used Logan's arm. Because Logan, how tall are you?
I am about 6'4".
6'4".
I thought you were taller.
He's also opinion.
I have disappointed.
He's hitting the ceiling in his
so that's
head,
how to buy raffle tickets.
Yeah.
Okay, so come to the shows, February 24th through March 5th. Where are the shows?
Croc Center
In
and
the Grog Center.
At the Grog Center.
Nice. So there you go. And cytni.org. And anything else?
Tickets are really cheap.
Tickets are really cheap, she says.
Nice.
They're fairly inexpensive.
Yeah.
Awesome.
They are. And group rates, you get
Saturday
10 or
is
more, you
family
get
day.
better.
All tickets are $9 on Saturday.
Oh, on Saturday
Matinee.
afternoon, matinee? Matinee is at what time?
3 o'clock,
3
February
o'clock matinee.
25th, Saturday. All tickets are $9. It's family discount day.
Okay, all right.
Excellent.
Cool.
Yes, well, I'm actually taking my mother to the show, not on her birthday, but for her birthday.
There you go.
Cool.
Yeah, so
And we'll be there too. You will
Yes,
see
we
me in the
will.
audience at some point. Yeah.
singing along. We
Probably.
grew up with those songs.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for all getting up super duper early and being functional at this time of the morning.
Thank you for having
Thanks
us.
for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Awesome.
All right, 6:54. We're going to take a very quick break. Got to get all of our sponsors taken care of. We might get one song in. We got some news and weather coming your way next.
On the bridge to God's country.